Alright, hello everyone, this is Mr. Glitch. I'm going to explain how to do transparent images or images as plain and get them in Horizon for you if you want to do images. Alright, so first thing to note is if you are Blender 4.0 or higher, then you'll do, all you gotta do is drag and drop your image in and then convert it to a mesh. And if you are under 4.0, like 3.6 or lower, then you'll need to come to File, Import, and then you'll have images playing right here somewhere to import images. But now I'm working with 4.2, so we are going to be drag and dropping our image. And we're going to use this fish image. I guess I didn't bring it in. Hang on one second. There we are. And first we need to turn screen keys on, and then we need to go to item, and we'll just edit this 9000. All right, put it in the middle here. Then we'll also do let's do this one. Okay, so this one is going to be 90 0 and 0 GX. We'll put that to the side right here. Alright, so as you see, we have a transparent image, which is this transparent background there. It's just a fish. So in Horizon, you would only see the fish. You wouldn't see this black line around it or anything. You would just see the fish. And this one, you would see the white back and the fish as an image. So the reason why these are two different ways of doing it is because one is transparent, and the other one's not. That's why I'm doing both, so that way you have an example of both. So first off, we want to come over here, and we're going to right click and then convert to mesh plane. And you don't have to push anything else, just push OK. Same thing with this guy. Highlight, convert to plane mesh, press OK. Alright, so now both of these are now a mesh. Okay, and we have our material here, which we are going to call fish 1. We'll do no space. So fish 1. And then what we'll have to do is add a underscore, capital MASKED. Now this is the flag that's going to tell Horizon that we have a transparent image. Alright, so we definitely need that underscore mask for this fish only. This one will just be a regular BR file. Okay? This one's going to be a underscore BA file, and I'll explain that later, but here we go. Alright, so one thing that I like to tell everybody is this image right here, we can make it look like an animation in Horizon if we chose to, and I will show you those steps, and you can do as you wish with any other image or a fish, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so first we're going to need to go to edit mode. Now we're going to press Control R, and we're going to add 2 loop cuts. Okay, this loop cut right here, we are going to move on the x-axis. Oh wait, no, we're going GG. We'll move it about right there behind its neck, or behind its gill, I mean, not neck. And then we're going to move this one right about here. Okay. So if we go to vertices select, we can do something like this, where I go GY, move the head this way a little bit, and back here we can move the tail this way a little bit. And then you just make 3 copies of this fish and alternate these. So the second copy of this could be like this way, and then this way. And then if you have 3 copies of it being centered like this, and then you make it move on both sides, then you make just 3 copies and you have an animation right there. And you just have to export all 3 models and all 3 images. So what you could do is something like this, GX, GX, and now I will edit it so that way you can see what it will look like, what I'm talking about here. Alright, and then this one. There we go. Now this one, we're going to do opposite, so we'll do GY, the head this way, and the tail this way. Now you would export all 3 of these with the image file. And you can also shade smooth so you don't see those corners as bad. But anyway, as you can see, we have a somewhat of a animation right here. And you can script this to hide show within Horizon, and you'd have a swimming fish. So that's just an example. Now we're going to get on to exporting this guy. So the main key parts here is naming it fish1 underscore with the masked. Then we're going to come over here to UV editing. And now we're going to go image, save as. And here we're going to name it the same thing as up there. So we'll go fish1 underscore capital B A. Now this one, we have to make sure it's PNG and make sure that RGBA is selected. You don't want RGB, you want RGBA. And then your color depth is 8, 15, and then sRGB. Okay, now we can save fish1 underscore BA and press save. Okay. Now we come over here back to layout, and then we can go here, export FBX, and then you'll name it fish or whatever you want to name it. Make sure you have limited to selected objects only. Forward direction needs to be Z forward and Y up, and then save your FBX file. Now you can take those into Horizon and you'll have your fish. And now we'll move on to this guy here. Okay, so this guy is going to be like your normal FBX file and PNG file. You're going to need a PNG that has underscore BR, and you're going to need your FBX file. Alright, so in this one, you can do the same thing, but, you know, of course, you have this background, so it's going to look kind of funky if you have the fish with a background that swims. It's going to look a little funky. But anyway, so just say that you want this hanging on the wall as a fish, or you have many other things you can do with your avatar. You can download your PNG from your avatar and you can put it in your world as well. And that will probably run on this version. But this one, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to call this one fish2. Fish2. And it's just going to be fish2 and that's it. Don't need anything else on that. We'll go to UV editing. And we'll go to image, save as. Now this one, we want to match the name up. So we'll go FISH2 underscore capital B capital R. And then you'll save it and make sure it says RGB. And you'll save that. Okay. Now go back to here, layout. Click on this guy. Go to export, FBX. Name it. Limit to selected objects only. Z forward, Y up. Right here. And then you'll name it and export it. And there you go. Now you have both FBX files and both your PNG images that you'll need. Now you can take those into Horizon and import them and have fun with your images. So I hope that this video helped you, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.